Hi, I'm John and welcome back to my layer of action figures where we'll be talking and reviewing action figures from different manufacturers. Today we're going to be having another G.I. Joe classified series figure. This one is the Cobra Shadow Tracker. He is number 108 in the G.I. Joe classified line. This figure came out in 2023. The suggested retail price of this figure in the US is $24.99 and in Europe it's sold for $29.99 at Hasbro Pulse. We, for America, had a bit more possibilities to purchase it because this is a Walmart exclusive, and you could purchase him from Walmart or you could purchase him from Hasbro Pulse. Let's dive into the history of this figure. Now, this figure is a more recent figure. This is not an original G.I. Joe from the Real American Hero line, who was from 1982 to 1994. This figure came out, the original one, who is this one. This is the one from my Mint in Box collection. This one came out in 2011. And it's from the Pursuit of Cobra. So these figures are based on the looks of the 25th anniversary. I know some people and some collectors do not like the 25th anniversary line. I can understand the reasoning behind it due to the fact that if you think about the people in Europe, we did not get them. This was a line who was only exported by shops into Europe if you wanted to have them, but they were not sold generally like the original line. Now, if we take a closer look at the figure, we can see that he gives a huge vibe as a Predator, maybe a bit of Rasta. You can see the different blades he has, the fact that he has an head, the bolos. I mean, this figure is clearly inspired by the Predator look. Now, also I find it interesting that they went for an African skin color for this figure, but due to the fact of the dreads, he also reminds me a bit this voodoo priest who was in Predator 2. Who got his head cut off by the Predator. So that's this figure. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to say, yeah, this could be an inspired figure, but I mean, when you see this figure here, so this is Spirit, who is a Toys R Us exclusive, also released in the G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra line, and this is the G.I. Joe Tracker Spirit Iron Knife. Now, if we look at the drawing of the head sculpt that is on this figure, and also here, we can see that this is clearly inspired by the movie Predator. This guy looks a lot like Billy Song. I remember seeing the Predator movie in 1987 or 1988, I think it was, in Switzerland. And I mean, when I saw the movie, of course, straight away, when I saw him, I said, yeah, that's G.I. Joe Spirit, no problem at all. Anyway, enough of the history. Let's dive into what do we get in the box. Of course, we get the figure. He comes with two different face masks that you can put onto him. So this is the first one, this is the second one. You have a little part who goes in front of the bow. You have a knife, you have an axe, you have the backpack who's here with some arrows that cannot be removed, and you have the bow. Now, I left the bow attached onto it because pulling this in and out is giving a lot of scratch marks on it, and it's because I want to build it up afterwards. But as you can see, it looks pretty neat as a compound bow. And of course, the last part that you have a removable arrow. So what are my thoughts about this figure, and do I think that this figure will have any value in the future? Now, looking at this figure, I mean, I was very impatient to see it when it was announced, but I must say, having it in hand, I feel a bit disappointed. I'm looking at this figure and I see something feels cheap. The necklace is a good idea. I like the fact that you can remove this yellow mask compared to the one that we had in the Pursuit of Cobra line. But I mean, this feels extremely cheap as some accessories, and I don't know, the dreads are all hooked up in one place. There's very little posability with the figure, because if you want to put his backpack on, as you can see here, I'm going to put it on, and you straight away get limited in the movement of what you can do with it. As you can see, you're going to bang. directly into his backpack. So that's something that I don't think they really thought over. And also, let's put this back in. Now, of course, if you use this mask, I mean, when I'm seeing this, you can see that somebody watched the last movie, The Predator, The Hunter, this one with this female Native American that goes in. Because, I mean, this mask really does look a lot like the Predator mask that he had in that movie. Now, let's gear him up a bit with this kind of stuff. So, as I said, I'm not very convinced by this figure. I do not think that Hasbro did such a great job on it. I'm, like I said, very disappointed. Now let's put this. So this part goes into, oops, wrong side. So as you can see, this is where this attaches. Now, of course, if I'm not mistaken, I think this goes here. Well, it doesn't really matter. You could put this here and then put the blade over here and have it attached in this way. Oops, let's put it like this and put this last part. So this is the figure. Personally, as I said, I'm a bit disappointed by it. I find the articulations were really hard with it. Had a bit of a problem and the leg is a bit loose. But overall, I think the general look of the figure is not so great. He feels cheap in the way he was done, and that's why I'm going to give this figure a 5 out of 10. I'm very disappointed by what Hasbro did with it. There was high potential about it. I understand that there's some cool items with it. He looks, but he doesn't work from my point of view. Now let's get into the collector point of view of this figure. Is this figure going to be worth something down the lane? And the answer to that one, it's yes. This figure is currently sold out on Hasbro Pulse Europe, and it's also sold out on Hasbro Pulse US. Now you can still get it at Walmart. I saw that the prices were fluctuating. They went up to $37. He's back down at $24.99. So I think this is a good, if you want to pick some up, if he goes on any kind of promotion. But all these Walmart exclusive, I don't remember any of them selling for lower than $24.99. I could be mistaken, but maybe if you were in a Walmart physical shop and you may have picked some up at a lower price. But this one is definitely a good investment to do. So that's going to be it for this review. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please leave a like, share, comment in the section. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. You can also check out, you can see some of the pictures that I took of this figure outside. I have many more on my Instagram page. Well, they haven't been uploaded yet, but you can also check them on our Facebook page so that you can see all the pictures that I have. So I hope to see you in my next video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye!